All right, good evening and welcome to this Yoga for Recovery, Realization, and Resilience. My name is Brian, and I'm delighted to be here to offer you this practice of, grounded breathing, spinal series, and an exploration of the core and the hips. So we're going to move through, we're going to move through our normal grounding, landing, raising gratitude, setting intention. And then we will do some breath work. And then actually we might switch that. Maybe we'll do the spinal series and then we'll do some breath work and then we'll come to our mat and we'll do some additional movements for the hips and the core. And then we'll move into our guided rest. And so altogether will be 50 minutes or so, give or take. As always, remember our first guiding principle: support precedes action. Have all of your supports that you need for your practice available to you. So blocks, straps, bolsters, blankets, eye shades, chair, tissues, clear your passageways, whatever you need to support yourself in your practice, have that be available. And of course, utilize it. Utilize it. Remember that I will be offering and suggesting and inviting some things from here. The only requirement for you is to be present and to breathe. So modify any posture at any time, take any alternate posture at any time. Anytime you get confused or feel like you're overdoing, stop, reconnect with your intention and your gratitudes, restart in your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Remember, our goal is to be steady, calm, focused on the breath and moving within our own body. So however things look for you is how it is for you. You are in the privacy of your own space by design. And so honor the wisdom of your own body and listen to that wisdom, listen to that body and honor that wisdom by doing what the body is asking you to do, what your body is asking you to do, not what my voice is asking you to do. Okay, so with that, I invite you to find a supported posture, whatever that looks like for you, whatever shape that takes for you, whatever form that takes for you. Take a moment to feel into that. Feel into the physical connection of your body with whatever part of your body is in contact with something. Bring your awareness to that physical sensation of connection at your body as support. What is it like to be supported in this moment? And then imagining you could root into those supported parts of your body, rooting down from those supported parts of your body, rooting down into the earth, be able to hold you steady as you lengthen your side body, lengthen your spine, lengthen your crown. Experiment with tucking your chin, moving your head till you feel the back of the neck release, and then feel the full length of the spine from the base to the crown. And then notice what happens in your body as the spine elongates and aligns. And then keeping the spine elongated and aligned, bring your awareness to your breath and begin to breathe in and out through the nostrils. Find the inhale as it appears. Follow that inhale into your body, wherever it goes in your body. Note the subtle turnaround and then follow the exhale all the way out, emptying completely on the exhale. Holding your awareness right there, notice the next inhale and the next exhale. And as you focus on your breathing, knowing that you're breathing in when you're breathing in and knowing that you're breathing out when you're breathing out, notice perhaps how everything else slips away. And in full presence and awareness of our breath from that supported posture, on your next inhale, I invite you to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. And in your heart space, allow to arise any one thing that speaks to you of gratitude. Maybe for you today, just the possibility of gratitude. And whatever arises for you when gratitude is called forth, I invite you to see that clearly in your mind's eye. And to anchor your gratitude right there in your heart space. And to hold it there for your practice today. And then finally, I invite you, if you choose to set an intention for your practice today, perhaps a simple intention to just be right there with each inhale, or to keep your gratitude anchored in your heart space And whatever your intention is, I invite you to state it to yourself. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you state your intention in a clear and declarative voice, as if it is already done. And then taking a full inhale. As you exhale, if you choose to allow your chin to drop toward your grateful and intentional heart and offer a benediction to seal your intention, as I say, Namo, Namaste. And then lift the chin, release the hands. Switch to cross your legs or adjust the posture to find a supported seated posture. We're going to begin with some seated spinal movements. We're going to move the spine in a few directions here to get loose and get warmed up. So we'll begin by just gently rotating the spine. Hands on the knees, gentle support from the hands. Rotate the spine against the fixed hip girdle. Could be small, could be wide, could be fast, could be slow. Be in the rhythm of your own breath. Inhaling as you come forward, exhaling as you go back. Begin to align the movement with the movement of the breath with the movement of the body in this simple movement. Not a lot happening here, so we can feel into, okay, the inhale starts, the movement starts. The inhale stops, it changes over. The exhale starts the exhale. So inhaling forward, exhaling back. One more in this direction. And then reverse. Continue to inhale forward, but reverse the way that you're circling them. So circling the torso, inhaling forward, exhaling back. Gentle movements, feeling the release, perhaps in the lower back and in the hips. Relaxing the shoulders. Shoulders are relaxed and down. Skull is resting lightly. The movement is from the abdomen and not from the head. So we're not ducking the head out there. We're rotating from the abdomen. Couple more here in this direction. Finding your rhythm, your pace, your breath, and your practice. On your next inhale, come forward and center and neutral. Gently retain this breath while lifting at the root. Engage the root lock. Lift gently at the base of the spine, pelvic bowl, and into the heart. And then exhale, release, hands to the knee. Bring your hands to your shins, or if you're seated in a chair, just bring your hands to your thighs. And then we're going to begin to arch and flex the spine. So we're inhaling, moving the lower spine slightly forward, bringing the chest up and out, lifting the crown of the head. And on the exhale, we round the spine, releasing the hips under, tucking the pelvic bowl, dropping the chin toward the chest. Inhale, arch and lift. Exhale, round and release. And again, begin to find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Notice how this different movement of the spine creates a different sensation in the spine. Simple movement. Just a gentle movement, a gentle arching and rounding. Feeling into this. Opening up. Continuing this movement, take the hands out onto the knees, which may open up the middle of the chest, the middle of the spine. You may feel you have a little more range of motion, maybe not. Just notice what's happening for you. Maybe you now feel this not only in the lumbar or lower spine, but also in the thoracic or middle spine. Inhaling, arching and lifting, exhaling, rounding and releasing. Spinal flexes. We move the spine to keep the spine young. The body is only as old as the spine, according to the yogis. And we can keep the spine young by practicing moving the spine and moving the spinal fluid. Couple more here. Inhale up. Tuck the chin, relax the shoulders, and lift. Engage the root lock. Lift at the base of the spine, the pelvic bowl, into the heart. Shoulders drop, chin tucks. Breathing here, not breathing, holding gently here, excuse me. Very still, noticing your experience. Feeling where the energy is in your body. And then exhale, release, hands to the knees. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Ooh, don't want to do that long. Let's just do this. Okay, so bring the hands out from the shoulders. Fold the elbows, bring the thumb behind the shoulders and the four fingers in front, hooking your shoulders in place, holding your arms at shoulder height, locking the torso in place, the head resting lightly atop the spinal column. We're going to inhale and twist to the left and exhale and twist to the right. Moving with the breath again. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Leading with the elbows, not overdoing anything. We're not trying to, no extra effort, no exertion, no stress, no strain. Being kind to ourselves, being gentle with ourselves, being calm, steady, focused on the breath, and moving within our own body. Head resting lightly, head just turning as the spinal column turns, feeling this little twisting, freeing up that upper area of the shoulder girdle and the chest. Maybe you feel yourself loosening up. Maybe your pace changes a little bit. It's all good. Take a full inhale. Lift from the base, the pelvic bowl into the heart. Relax the shoulders, tuck the chin, be very still. And exhale, release the hands to the knee, bring the thumb and forefinger together. Lift the chin, parallel with the earth. Relax the shoulders, take a full inhale. A complete exhale. Noticing where the energy's moved to now, what's shifted for you. Check in with your gratitude and your intention. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Open the eyes. If you had them closed, bring the hands to the thighs or the knees or even into the hip joint, depending on what's most aligned for you. Drop the shoulders away from the ears so you can feel that difference, that gap. And then as you inhale, simply lift the shoulders up toward the ears. Try not to scrunch the shoulder blades together. Try to just simply lift the shoulders up. And exhale, release down. Shoulder shrugs, inhaling up, exhaling down. Feeling the shoulder blades move up and down that spinal column. Like the adjustment point on the old hand jack. Referenced it maybe before most of your time. It's all good. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Not overdoing anything, being kind and compassionate to ourselves, just moving the spine. In this case, moving the shoulders against the spine, feeling into that energetic movement, that discharge, that freeing, breaking up the tissue, opening up the space, breathing here. Inhale the shoulders up. Now, even though the shoulders are up, you can relax them and tuck the chin, lift at the base of the spine, the pelvic bowl into the heart. Keep everything very still, gently retaining the breath. Be very present. Notice your experience. And exhale, release the shoulders down, let the hands come to the knees, bring the thumb and forefinger together. Cleansing breath here, full inhale. Complete exhale. As you exhale, allow the chin to drop to the chest. Now, very, very gently here. As you inhale, bring the left ear to the left shoulder. Exhale here. As you inhale, bring the chin toward the ceiling. Very gently. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring the chin back to the chest. Now we'll go the opposite direction. Inhale, the right ear to the right shoulder. Exhale here. Inhale, the chin to the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, the left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale here. Exhale, chin to chest. Now, take out that extra breath. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder, chin to the ceiling. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder, chin to the chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder, chin to the ceiling. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder, chin to the chest. One more time, each direction. Follow your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Gentle neck roll. Lift the chin. Cleansing breath, full inhale. Exhale. Now we've been seated for a minute or two, so if you like, change your cross or alter your posture to support yourself in a different way. Be supported. Prepare for your breath practice. We're going to breathe a little bit here. Very activating breaths here. We're going to activate. Now, if you are pregnant or on your menstrual cycle, please do not do any diaphragmatic pumping. Please just take long, deep breaths, deep into the belly, ribs, chest, without stress, strain, or exertion. Full inhales, complete exhale, yogic breathing. If you choose to pump the diaphragm, we're going to move the diaphragm to support the breath. So down and back on the exhale, and then releasing out and up on the inhale will come. Now, inhale and exhale are equal. So it may feel like we're exaggerating the exhale, but we're not. Inhale and exhale are equal in length, in volume, and intensity. So, and finding your rhythm, your breath, your pace is vital in these breath practices. Find what's right for you. Feeling supported. So support precedes action. Where's my supports? Am I supported in the posture? Can I stay supported as I do the breath? All right. Now, We're going to start. We're going to get right into it. Okay. So on the inhale, the arms will raise 60-degree angle, palms facing forward. On the exhale, the hands will come into fists, the elbows will come down and lightly touch the side ribs. So remember, we're being kind and gentle with ourselves. We're not beating ourselves up with the rib. We're just lightly. The breath is in and out through the nostrils. Body is very still except for the arms moving. Awareness is on the breath in the nostrils. Focus is at the brow point if the eyes are closed or at the tip of the nose if the eyes are open. We're going to be here for a bit. So center in, cleansing breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale the arms up. Exhale. Find your rhythm. Your pace. Your breath. Your practice. Body very still. Awareness on the breath in the nostrils. And maybe on the diaphragm if you got the diaphragm pumping. Focus at the brow point if the eyes are closed. Or at the tip of the nose, just beyond the tip of the nose if your eyes are narrow. Remember equality, equanimity. The inhale and the exhale are equal in length, duration, volume, and intensity. So if you find you're overdoing the exhale, and you'll note because your inhale will feel really short, then center in and relax and come back in with equanimity, with equipoise. Because of that diaphragmatic movement, we sometimes over exaggerate the exhale because we're thinking pull down and back on the exhale. And we're passively releasing out and up on the inhale, but equal in intensity. Can we be there? Inhale the arms up. Turn the palms to face each other. Extend the fingertips toward the ceiling. Bring your biceps in alignment with your ear. Gently retain this breath while lifting at the base of the spine, pelvic bowl, and the heart. Exhale, slowly let your hands float down. Release, bring the hands to the knees. Thumb and forefinger touching. Settle into stillness. Let everything settle. Allow the breath to come and go and find its own natural pace. Notice your experience. Notice where you're feeling and what you're feeling. Be still and know. Very activating breath there. Form of Bhastrika or bellows breath, generating heat, fire, intensity in the belly, raising energy up into the heart, activating the brain. Form of brain cleansing, fire, air. Take a full inhale. A complete exhale. Gently open the eyes if you had them closed. We're going to do a form of alternate nostril breathing here. Now, you can use mental awareness and simply switch with your mind. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. We're going to do in left, out right for a while, and then we'll switch. We'll do in right, out left for a while, and then we'll do the full sequence where we'll alternate on each inhalation or exhalation. And so find your own rhythms. It's vital in this particular practice, especially, that you find your own rhythm. So you may just be taking long, deep breaths that you may be doing a quicker breath. Now, you can use mental awareness, or if you want to use your hand mudra, you can use your hand mudra. And again, we're just going to do, we'll just do a simple, okay? So we're going to start breathing in through the left. So bring your awareness to your left nostril and inhale left. When you are fully inhale, pause at the top, switch your awareness and exhale to the right. When you're empty at the bottom, switch your awareness, inhale left. Pause at the top, exhale right. So we're inhaling left and exhaling right. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Again, the body is very still. Awareness on the breath in the nostril. Focus is at the brow point if the eyes are closed, or just beyond the tip of the nose if the eyes are narrow. Just breathing here. Inhale fully through the left. Gently retain this breath. Exhale through the right. And now we're going to switch and inhale through the right. Pausing gently at the top, switch your awareness, exhale left. Noticing the empty at the bottom, switch your awareness, inhale right. Pause at the top, exhale left. Continue, inhale right, exhale left. Find your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Inhale through the right. Gently retain this breath. Exhale through the left. And now we're going to inhale left. Pause at the top, switch the awareness and exhale right. Pause at the bottom, hold your awareness here, inhale right. Pause at the top, switch your awareness, exhale left. One round, continue that rate, continue that pattern. Inhale left, exhale right, inhale right, exhale left. Your rhythm, Your pace, your practice. Make this next repetition be your last. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Release the hands. Release the pattern. Release the shaping. Just be still. Let everything settle. Notice how you feel. Notice the effect of your practices on your being. What shifts for you? Full inhale here. A complete exhale. And then make your way to your mat, standing. Take a moment as you're coming to standing to gently shake that out. We sat for a while there. Hips maybe a little stiff. Maybe want to shake out the legs gently. Maybe just a little light marching, just to feel a little blood flow through the hip girdle again. Maybe a little shake, maybe a little march, maybe a little dance, maybe whatever you need to do here to feel yourself. And then bring the feet underneath the hips. Check the outside edges of the feet. Make sure they're parallel with the top and bottom of your mat. Soften the ankles, soften the knees, firm the hips and waist. Inhale, take the arms up. Interlace the palms, point the index finger, cross the thumb over. Lift through the fingers, the index fingers. Biceps frame the ears, just get long. Feel the spine extend and lengthen. Exhale, lean to the left. Just let your body go where it goes. It might just be a very small movement here. When your body finds your stopping point, inhale here, get long through both arms. Exhale, maybe a little space created, maybe not, just be here. Inhale, come back to center, get long through the index finger, biceps frame the ears, thumbs move toward the wall behind you. Exhale, lean to the right. Just go where you can, right there, wherever it is for your body. Find that space. Once you get there, inhale, lengthen through both arms. Exhale, maybe there's a little additional space, maybe not. Breathe here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, come back to center, get long through that index finger, take the thumbs towards the wall behind you, lengthen through the crown, lift out of the waist, lift out of the heart, lift out of the crown, maybe a little back bend, maybe not. Lean, find where your body stops you, and that's your place. Inhale here, get long through both arms. Exhale, maybe a little space created, maybe not. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, come back to center. Get long through the index finger. Exhale, bring the hands through prayer. Roll the shoulders. Relax the shoulders down. Turn the palms forward. Take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Step the feet out wide. Out past the shoulders. Turn the heels out toward the top and bottom of your mat. The toes in. So your feet will probably be parallel. It just feels that you're turning them in. Press into the outside part of the foot to feel the length in the outside part of the leg. And lengthen through the crown. Lengthen out of the waist. Lift the torso off the hip girdle. Maybe bring your hands to your hip girdle to feel that. So lift and lengthen. Open the heart. Lift out of the crown, out of the shoulders, out of the waist and chest. Maybe you feel the torso lift up off of the hips a little bit. Press the hips back toward the wall behind you as you hinge at the hips. Bring your torso parallel to the mat. Inhale here, feel your supports, press into the feet to feel the support. And then exhale, hinge or let your crown fall toward the mat. Release your hands down underneath your face. Maybe you have a block or a blanket or a pillow, anything that you need for support here. Maybe your hands don't reach the floor. That's okay. Relax the neck and head so the chin is tucking toward the chest. The crown is extending toward the mat. And then feel into pressing into the outside part of the feet. And maybe you feel you got a little space. You can actually wiggle a little wider, maybe not. Breathe here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, walk the hands forward, lift the torso parallel. Find your extension here. Feel the underarms extend, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, relax the hands back under the face, let the crown drop. Inhale here, turn your fingers towards the wall behind you and walk your hands back between your legs, allowing your crown to drop a little deeper. Full inhale here. Complete exhale. Inhale, walk your hands back under your face, turn the palms so that the fingers are back forward. Lengthen through the crown. Exhale, walk your hands over to your right foot, maybe even outside your right foot, maybe your left hand reaches over your right hand. Bring your forehead toward your right knee. Breathe here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here, walk the hands back underneath the face, get long through the torso. Exhale, walk the hands over to the left foot, maybe outside the left foot, maybe the right hand crosses over the left, the forehead comes towards the left knee. Breathe here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here, walk your hands back underneath the face. Now, keep long through the crown. Feel the torso come parallel to the mat. Maybe your hands come up. Bring your hands to your hips for support or to your thighs. Inhale, come up. Exhale, heel toe the feet till they're just outside the shoulder. Turn the toes slightly out to create a little space. We're going to come into our squat. Now, if you need support coming into your squat, make sure you have your supports available. Maybe you've got a bolster or a chair, and you're utilizing that. You're just squatting. Maybe this is your squat. Maybe just there. Maybe a little deeper. Maybe you're a little deeper. Maybe you're here. Or maybe you come all the way into your squat. Bring your elbows inside the thighs. Hands to prayer at the chest. Or put your hands down to support yourself. Be in your supported squat. Balasana. Now, wherever you are in your squat, take a full inhale. Lengthen through the crown. See if you can imagine straightening your torso. Imagine there's a wall behind you. See if you can get the back of your head, the back of your shoulders, the full length of your spine up against that imaginary wall behind you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, here's the most difficult thing you'll do all day. Wherever you are in your squat, see if you can find your supports, bringing your hands behind you, and elegantly, right. Just bring yourself down onto your mat. I'm going to turn so we're facing this way. Extend the legs. Press the palms next to the hips. Lengthen through the, pressing the palms, lengthening the spine. Keeping the spine elongated and aligned. Pick up the hands, take the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. So this may just be a little movement. You're bringing your belly button toward your thighs. Maybe that's just a small movement is all there is. Find that space. So you move to where your body, just like in our side bend, you move to where your body says, okay, and that's where you are. And then relax your hands and inhale here, lengthen the crown, and then exhale. And then exhale, maybe a little more space created, maybe not. Now, the tendency here is for the hands to reach for something and pull, but we don't want to do that. We want to let the elbows drop, the shoulders drop. We want to stay long through the crown so the chin stays in relation to the sternum. We're staying long and we're hinging at the hip girdle. Bringing the belly button toward the thighs, the chest and stomach toward the knees, the nose toward the toes. Inhale here. Exhale, lift out of the waist, press through the heels, the back of the legs, find that length. Now, when you found your edge, where you're not stressing, you're not straining, you're not exerting, you're just where you can get to and be. From here, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, go ahead and tuck the chin toward the chest, release the forehead toward the thighs. Seated forward fold. Paschimottanasana, full west posture, opening the full backside of the body. Breathing deep. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale, reach long past your feet, perhaps. Slowly come up, slowly come up, slowly come up. Exhale, release the hands down. Wiggle the legs, shake out the ankles, find yourself balanced here on your sits bones. Now, important here, we're going to lean the torso back, so we're going to hinge backward. And then when we find the place where we're supported in that backward hinging, we're going to bring the hands down for extra support. Fingers toward the heels, shoulders opening and dropping away from the ears. Feel into this. Perhaps for you, it's your elbows. Perhaps for you, it's your full spine. You'll know this when we move into this boat posture. So we're going to start here wherever you are. Hands, elbows, back. And then we're going to lengthen through the spine, engage through the core. So the abdomen is engaging now to support the hip flexors and the hamstrings. And we're going to bring the feet up. Breathing here. Boat posture. Maybe you lift your hands. Ooh, that requires a little balance there. Maybe not. Breathing. Wherever you are, slowly lower the legs and bring your spine back down on the mat if it's not already there. Turn your palms up. Let your toes fall open. Pull down on your side ribs so you can feel your lower spine on the mat. Take a full inhale into the belly. And a complete exhale. Let everything settle here for a moment. Let everything integrate. All right. Now, our next posture is going to be our bridges. So bring the heels and toes together. Bring the heels toward the hips and the knees toward the ceiling. Rotate the thighs internally. So imagine you're knocking your knees together. Now you don't want to be pressing. You just want to gently hold the knees together. That will keep your thighs in parallel, your hip bones in parallel. Palms will turn down by your sides. Press into the forearm and down into the palm to feel into the fingertips and the heel of the palm. Feel that support. And then begin to tilt your pelvic bowl. So imagine you're beginning to roll into that lower back, the top of the the top of the buttocks, the SI joint at the top of the buttocks. You're just rolling up into that. Buttocks begin to lift above the mat. Continue to roll up into the lower back. Buttocks leave the mat. Continue to roll up into the middle back. The thighs begin to lengthen. The belly button begins to rise. Continue to roll up into the upper back and shoulders. No weight in the head or neck. It's all in the upper back and shoulders. Belly button lifted. Resist the urge to splay the knees outward. Keep the knees rotated so they're moving towards each other and away from the face. Get long here, breathe. Bridge pose. In our prayers, we say, may I be a channel or a bridge. This is your bridge. Be the bridge. Breathe in here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. We hold posture, not breath. Inhale here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Notice as you inhale, maybe you rise and shine a little brighter. Maybe as you exhale, you lose a little bit. Try to resist that opportunity. Try to be still. Inhale, shine the heart, lift the belly button, breathe into this posture. Exhale, stay right there. Be right there. Press into the feet, lift, breathe, inhale. And exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly lower down, one vertebra at a time, bringing everything back down onto the mat, and then bring the knees into the chest and squeeze, and then rock a little side to side to release that lower back. Maybe rotate the hips, rotate the knees. If you rotate, please go both directions, rebalancing. And then bring your feet back to the mat. And now we're going to externally rotate the hips and let the soles of the feet come together. Let the knees fall open. Take the arms out 30, 60, or 90 degrees, whatever is best for you for support. And then adjust your heels in relation to your hips to find that place where you have maximum release in the hips and your knees don't feel like they're having to engage and hold. If you have blocks, and you want to support your knees, wonderful thing to do here. Provide a little support for your knees, allowing them to just release and relax. This is our bound angle supine, or lying on the back, bound angle, Supta Baddha Konasana. Breathing here. Now, you have an option here to take your guided rest in this posture, or if you feel like there's tension created, this is supposed to be a rest posture. So if you're not feeling restful in this posture, feel like there's tension in your legs, tension in your thighs, tension in your hips, which many of us do, then just go ahead and release the heels on away from the hips until your legs are extended, toes falling open. Wherever you are, take a moment to provide yourself with any additional support that you may want in this posture. Maybe you have an eye cloth, blanket or a shawl, bolster, anything that'll provide you perhaps 1% more support. As you release into your rest. Now, rest is a posture, a very challenging one for many of us. So bring your full intention and your full gratitude to this posture, just like you did to the dynamic postures that required you engaging all of your muscles. This one requires you to engage the release, the letting go, the allowing, the accepting, the surrendering, the trusting. Be at rest. Releasing any shaping of the mind, any shaping of the body, any shaping of the breath. Feeling into the supports that are behind you. So feel into the support behind your back, Notice how your mat's got your back. Notice how gravity's got you, all of you. Notice how you are safe, steady. Are you calm, settled in your own body? Allow the effects of the practice to integrate into your cells. Allow yourself to just be for a moment. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, simply be just as you are in this moment, in this space, in this place. Without judgment, certainly without criticism or condemnation, absolutely without competition, completely without conversation. Just maybe gentle curiosity, noticing your own experience and what it feels like to be you in this moment in your space. Noticing perhaps, without any need to act on it, just noticing perhaps any maybe tension, any little constriction or contraction, any slight discomfort. And conversely, noticing where you are fully relaxed, where you are content. And allow yourself to be in this place of integration and rest, restoration. Rest is the first part of restoration. Rest is the first part of resilience. Being in that state of being at rest, and explore that in silence for the next minute or so. Now, if perchance you notice that your attention has wandered away, I invite you to just bring gratitude to the noticing and gently and compassionately return your focus to your breathing. On your next inhale, I invite you to begin restoring awareness of the body by wiggling the toes and the fingers and maybe rotating the wrists and the ankles. Continuing to reacquaint with your body, on your next inhale, I invite you to bring your knees toward the ceiling, your heels toward your hips, and to extend your right arm alongside your head, bicep framing the ear. From this posture, prepare to roll gently to your right side. And when you are prepared, and only when you are prepared, gently roll to your right side, allowing your right arm to cradle your head and neck like a pillow. Take a moment here on your right side to prepare to be upright again. And when you are prepared, and only when you are prepared, I invite you to bring your left arm in front of your torso and use your left arm to help leverage yourself back to your seated posture. And as you reestablish yourself in your seated posture, feel into your supports. Float your hands to your heart once again in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. Check in with your heart space and once again allow to arise in your heart space any one thing, maybe one more thing for which you are grateful. And then witness yourself resting in gratitude, seated in gratitude in your space. And as you witness yourself in gratitude in your space, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you from this space. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And as always, I invite and encourage you to stay here in grateful rest for as long as you like. And more importantly, I encourage you and invite you to please take the echoes of your practice and your gratitude with you as you move into the rest of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.